Hi, Com636. I'm April Turner, and I did my self assessment. My title of my self assessment was Striking Balance and Technology. Just a little bit about me. I live in Washington, D.C. I am a communication director for a nonprofit, which is a full time day job for me, but I also have my own communications consulting business, and I have three clients that I service and do all their communication needs. So I'm on technology quite a bit, and this self-assessment really helped me. I had a few verses to share with you that I thought about as writing my paper. The first one is Proverbs 25:16. If you have found honey, eat only enough for you, lest you have your fill of it and vomit it. And that was just one of the opening verses from my paper, just because it reminded me that technology is a great thing, but just in moderation and not to overdo it. And it reminds me that some powerful words from Proverbs to not overindulge in technology, and many of us tend to, and that sometimes we need to pull that back. What I found most interesting in my self assessment is just how much time I spend on technology. Like I mentioned, in between my day job, my consulting business, and clients, as well as school, and just my family and social life and ministry, it's actually quite a bit. I'm actually a little bit embarrassed when I started counting it. I calculated that I spend about 15 hours a day connected to some type of device. And my three devices of choice were my cell phones, and I have two, my iPad, and my computer. 15 hours a day, that's 105 hours a week that I am plugged in and using a device or using technology. And I find that to be good and bad. It's a blessing and a bad thing. I love that I'm able to work. I'm able to work remotely. I'm able to travel, work from afar, but still very much be plugged in so that my job and my clients all feel that they are number one, which is very important. I am able to, my entire family is in Florida, so I'm able to talk to them every day and see them on Facebook and Snapchat and Facebook Messenger and FaceTime and Google Hangout and all those things, which is great. Not having family where I am and my family being 1,000 miles away, that's definitely a good thing. Um, but it also is a lot of time, 105 hours a week online. And the other thing that I found very interesting about this assessment was just how much money it costs. I calculated with the devices that I chose that the cell phone came to about 160 a month because I have that a plan, my cell phone, but also my mother's on it. Um, Also, there's $75 a month for wireless internet, which is pretty expensive. And then just in totality, with purchasing the cell phone, purchasing my iPad, and purchasing my computer, which are the three devices that I'm on all the time, that's where the 105 hours go, that I have spent about $3,000 on all of my current technology just for the devices. And I spend almost $3,000 annually to use those devices and pay for the wireless internet and the services to keep those devices going. So that's a pretty expensive endeavor. I also saw through my assessment that it's important to have some boundaries, and I have some, but I can use some more. And I say some boundaries in that I had a bad habit for a while of getting up first thing in the morning and grabbing my cell phones. Now, I will say I'm not as bad as a lot of people. I don't have my cell phones in my bed with me, but they are on my nightstand. I do have a few parameters and rules and boundaries. I have them face down on the nightstand, and I also have my notifications set to turn for them to turn off between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. So that means that I can't be interrupted unless it's an emergency. I don't hear all the buzzing and other things that can be a hindrance with cell phones. So, but I had a bad habit of grabbing the cell phone first thing in the morning and looking at it. And we have to be careful of that because the Bible teaches us not to have other idols and to put no God before, him. So I had to to set up some boundaries to get up and make the first thing I do every morning to pray and talk to him and get my day started. And then I can have my cell phone. And that was important to me because I didn't want that cell phone to be that idle. I wanted to make sure that I talked to him first every morning. As far as some other boundaries, I definitely sometimes just need to woosah. We all do. And I just leave it at my desk at lunch, go take a walk sometime, and just sometimes just having that time to be unconnected from technology and the cell phones. I find that very important. So I look forward to reading everybody's papers. Just wanted to get on and talk to you a little bit about mine, but I found the self-assessment to be a really, really great tool, and I look forward to reading more about what you all learned. Thank you.